And now, here's Disney and Pixar's pitch meeting on their upcoming film, Onward.
Whew! So glad that Marvel and Sony are actually cooperating with each other instead of just acting like divorced parents over their kid. Am I right? Yeah, you're lucky that your third movie is coming sooner than mine. Reach for the sky.
Huh? We don't think so, partner!
Hey, that's my line. You say pal, I say partner. Pal, partner. You got it?
Gee, sorry, pal,
Well, isn't the House of Mouse who's responsible for my merchandise sales?
Nice to meet you, Peter Parker and Peter Quill! Now me and Woody are actually having a new announcement!
It's just that I have a meeting with Mickey Mouse himself. I'm making another animated Pixar film, which is completely original and not a sequel. And it's none other than, it's gonna be titled Onward. Sweet. Will it have a cool soundtrack? Like, could you please put Footloose? Or maybe that one song that I love from Led Zeppelin. Don't you mean AC/DC's Back in Black? Yeah, I keep on forgetting the name of that band.
No, but we can use that one song from the Cars.
Yeah, that was used in Cars too, I believe.
Oh, we shall not talk about that.
Does that mean we have to face Grimace again in that film? Should I pull off magic with another trick?
Nope, you two will be elf brothers by the search of your father.
So does that mean we're gonna save Mr. Stark? Do I have to form myself as Pac-Man again just to kill my dad?
Mickey, you're not gonna kill another Disney parent again, are you?
Alright, now which one of you has voted Donald Duck for president, you mo folks?
Hello, fellow geeks and nerds. It is I, Daniel, but you may call me the Pop Culture Dude. And today, we just got another trailer reaction. Yes, I did too. My first one was Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and then the second one was The Joker, and I made a movie review, no spoilers, and you can go check that out if you have not seen it. But now, today, Pixar just launched their very new trailer for their upcoming Pixar film called Onward. Pixar has said after when they're done making Toy Story 4, after we got the sequel train of Finding Dory, Cars 3, Incredibles 2, and Toy Story 4 that we keep on getting like year by year ever since 2016. Pixar says they're going to focus more on their original movies, and of course it's meant to be like one-off, and that's it. Kind of like they did with WALL-E or Ratatouille or Up, even though I wish we have a Ratatouille sequel. But other hand, this is the next upcoming Pixar film that's going to be their 21st, I believe. It's going to come out in March 2020, and like I said, it stars both of our Peters from the MCU, Tom Holland, Spider-Man himself, and Chris Pratt, who's Star-Lord. I mean, I love their chemistry in Avengers Infinity War, and to me, they really play it off really well. Kind of wish they did that Peter joke, which I eventually did in my Spider-Man Future MCU Disney D23 video, which was my second Pop Culture Dude video. But anyway, before we get to the trailer reaction, let me get you a snippet idea what is the plot of Onward. So, this spring, Ian and Barley's quest, and obviously Ian Lightfoot is voiced by Tom Holland, and Barley Lightfoot is voiced by Chris Pratt, and it's made by the same guy who made Monsters University. We shall not speak of that, but hopefully this is like an improvement. So here's the plot. Set in a suburban fantasy world, Disney and Pixar's Onward introduces two teenage elf brothers who embark on an extraordinary quest to discover if there is still a little magic left out there. Pixar Animation Studios are an all-new original feature film directed by Dan Scallon and produced by Corey Ray, the team behind Monsters University. Onward releases in theaters March 6, 2020. It's pretty rare that Pixar is going to make their... It's been a while since they released a movie during the springtime, since they usually release either the summertime or either like the fall holiday season time. But anyway, that's all I had to talk about the synopsis, so let's get on with the trailer in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
In times of old,
Tell us oldest time.
Wonder.
It's Blue Gandalf.
But times change.
2 moons.
Morning, Mom.
Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay.
That's
Here's a
Loki's
gift
line.
from your dad.
Have you seen my son, Nemo?
To
Just
give you
kidding,
this
reminds
when
me
you
of
were
that.
both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard.
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What?
Interesting.
Back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad.
At least Disney is not going to kill most of their dads again like most of them.
Whoa, feet!
Feet!
It's getting harder to hold.
I can hear Spider-Man's voice when he says, "It's getting hard." Oh, is it Pixar gonna make us cry?
Ah, he's
Oh.
just legs. I definitely remember Dad having a top part.
Oh, what did I do? Hi.
I thought this was gonna get emotional.
24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
24 hours.
Till then.
And this is a road trip. Like it.
Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
When was the last time you saw your dad? So far, this is looking. Whoa. The sound lines of Lost Sword from Jurassic Park. What?
Not a problem, Shane.
Fairy thugs? Flashbacks to Cars 1 with the gang trying to take down their remote road trip.
If it's adventure you seek.
Wow, this is giving me a Monsters Inc. Monster University type of vibe. Ooh.
Oh, no.
This is what the fandom was like after Five Nights at Freddy's.
We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can,
The yodel
and then
at
the
the
gas
background.
inside will grow with it. Elbows up.
I'm trying to focus here.
Focus.
Makes sense. This song is Hocus Pocus and it's focus.
Holy, forget it.
What did he do?
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge! And you're... Oh no.
Wow. This film looks like it's gonna be fun. Like, not gonna lie. I think it's pretty enjoyable. Like, it might be one of those. I wouldn't expect it to be like a I'm so crying. Pixar always make me cry. That's what most people expect when they see a Pixar film. But honestly, when I heard about the plot that they're bringing back their dad to life, I thought it was gonna be something emotional. But I definitely see this more as a buddy comedy road trip type of movie. And like I said, I love these type of films. Like I said, I love when stories, when it's either in movies or in television shows where they start off two main characters as the main duos. That's why that brought me the idea in my plush channel, Woody and Daffy Duck. But technically, when I see these two characters, which are Ian and Barley, who are obviously voiced by Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, and first off, I think their roles really fit for their characters. Like, he's most, Tom Holland's character, Ian's more like the socially awkward type and usually gets, like, nervous, especially when he gets, like, I'm like, oh, great, I'm getting a Mr. Stark vibes. And then Chris Pratt's, of course, who's playing, like, the older brother, and, of course, Barley, I think that's his name is? Yeah, I just said it right. I almost refers Barley, Barney, I don't know. But the fact is, I think he really, like, nails the role of being, like, this huge bunch of brother, like, come on, little brother, our destiny awaits. Like, that's one of the things, like, this is the type of roles that usually fit for them. And I heard, like, behind the scenes that they actually record in the same recording booth. So their chemistry, like, either when they're recording their voices, still, like, keeps on going it. So that's another reason why I'm going to see the movie, because Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, I like them as actors, and they're really good friends in real life. And I think they're going to do a really good job of, I see that their characters are having fun in this movie. And to me, that's the tone. It's just fun. And back to the duo idea, I liked it that I'm so glad that Pixar decided, like, do what was great about their earlier movies, like Toy Story and Monsters Inc., where it stars two main characters. I love that. Give me more animated films that features, like, two comedic relief and two duos that eventually go on a road trip adventure just to bring the dad back. And to me, I find that as a very interesting concept. And like I said, there's so many, of course, Pixar, of course, I wouldn't say they're like references, but some of these, of course, characters and setting time reminds me kind of like that, their small dragon who's supposed to be like their dog. It kind of reminds me of Dante, who was like the Mexican dog from the movie Coco. It reminded me of that. And when they're at that restaurant where we had this fire-breathing dragon, whatever that monster was burning that mascot's face. And when I see like these monsters that has like a little bit alien eyes and these fantasy creatures, it reminds me of that Chinese scene back in Monsters Inc. So to me, it kind of reminds me of that. But also when we see like these small little fairy thugs are about to like get on them on the highway, like when they're on the road about to chase them, it reminds me of the first Cars movie where this car gang try to like mess with Mac when he's about to like sleeping. And if you remember, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. But other than that, when I expect emotional moments, I think it's going to happen somewhat in the third act. Like, oh no, we're not going to save our dad's life. Who knows? I probably might predict the ending. But overall, I think this is going to be a really fun movie to watch. And even though I know this movie's not getting as much attention it is, I mean, it's Pixar. When it slams Disney at Pixar, it says, from the creators of Toy Story and The Incredibles. Come on, audiences and pretty much the general audience, whether you are a Pixar fan or not, you should know that the fact is, hey, they're making a new movie. And to me, that's what they should realize. So, like I said, to me, this is like one of those animated movies that I'm actually looking forward to. I mean, there's so many movies to come out, but I think Onward is definitely like the ones that I could watch. I think it's going to develop the themes of brotherhood, but also, of course, the loss of most of their lost fathers, and this gives the opportunity. So, like I said, I just like the story, and hopefully it's not the next Cars 2 or the not-so-good dinosaur. Hopefully, of course, Pixar can still continue for what's good about making what Pixar films, since they make stories completely about us. And to me, that's why I see Onward's really reflecting whether you have a sibling or you don't have a dad in your life. So, to me, that's what I can expect from what's the theme of Onward. But like we said, it's fun. Like we said, it looks like a fun movie. It's Pixar. Come on. We're not going to miss out more Pixar films after what we saw at Toy Story 4. Stars Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. To me, they're going to have great chemistry in the movie. And yeah, to me, those are like the highlights that really surprised me for this movie. So, I'll keep you updated for more trailers, and thank you guys for watching. And of course, I'll just make sure I'll keep you updated. Subscribe, leave some notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Now, well, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the EAC in Sydney, Australia, and find my son Nemo!